what's up, boys? Coming here with a quick picks breakdown on Moreno versus Albazi. It's in Canada. This is a sneaky good card. I think that a lot of dogs are going to be barking, so let's get into it. First fight up, Jamey-Lyn Horth versus Ivana Petrovic. I feel like Petrovic can work in takedowns in this fight, but I feel like Horth is going to be a little bit too big, a little bit too strong. I think that in the striking exchanges, she'll be able to land the more powerful shots and will be more active. So I'm going to be picking Horth, low confidence in the pick, medium confidence in this fight going decision. Next fight up, Chad Anheliger versus Cody Gibson. Anheliger, I'd say he is pretty decent on the feet. He has a pretty good jab, but I'd say he has a pretty big hole in his game that he can get taken down. He has 6 losses by submission out of 7. I'd say his takedown defense isn't the best. It is a pretty easy game plan for Gibson to just get the takedowns, control him, maybe look for a submission or just land on top of him, get some good ground and pound, win by decision. I think that this fight will go to decision. Low confidence in the decision, low medium confidence in Gibson. Next fight up, Serhiy Sidey versus Garrett Armfield. I think that Armfield, he's just going to be the cleaner striker in this matchup. Sidey is a pretty good, crafty striker that has good technique. He can throw pretty good combos, but I'd say that he isn't as proven as Armfield. Armfield has won against people that are pretty good. He has a lot of knockouts. He's never been knocked out. Neither guy has been knocked out, but I feel like Armfield, he can mix in takedowns. He's just the higher level opponent. So I'm going to be picking Armfield, medium confidence in the pick, medium confidence in this fight going finish, and I think that Armfield will knock him out in the second round. Next fight up, Alexandr Romanov versus Rodrigo Nascimento. I think that Romanov, he has really high potential. His wrestling is definitely some of the best wrestling in the heavyweight division. That doesn't say crazy much, but he definitely has good technique. I'd say the only worry is that he is a bit fat. He could come out of shape. Nascimento, he could survive the onslaught that Romanov brings in the first round. But I think that the takedowns will be too easy for Romanov. Nascimento, he is probably a better striker in this matchup, but I'd say he's kind of a nothing burger. Romanov, he has the potential. I think he is definitely a lot better than Nascimento. It's just whether or not he can bring the gas tank or not, or submit him in the first round or finish him. The pick is going to be Romanov, medium confidence in the pick, medium confidence in this fight going finish, and I think that he'll submit him in the first round. Next fight up, Jack Shore versus Youssef Zalal. I really like Zalal. He's a really good fighter. He's been churning it around his career. He got cut from the UFC, got some wins outside the UFC, some finishes, and then he came back to the UFC. He's 2-0 on his resurgence. 2 finishes as well, Billy Q and Jarno Evans. There's some decent wins. Jack Shore is good. He has wrestling. He has pretty good striking as well, but I feel like Zalal is just cleaner. He's crisper. He has it all together. I think that he's really calm and dangerous. He's efficient. He's technical everywhere. So pick is going to be Youssef Zalal, medium high confidence. I think that he'll just be able to do whatever he wants in this fight just because he's just that much better than him. I think that low medium confidence in this fight going finish, and I think that Youssef Zalal will submit him in the second round. Next fight up, Charles Jourdain versus Victor Henry. I think that Henry is just the more technical striker in this matchup, and I think his output is insane. He's got some crazy numbers, and I think that Jourdain just won't be able to hang with the output that Henry is bringing. Jourdain, he can mix in takedowns, but that usually means that he is losing on the feet, and that's where he likes the fight being on the feet, and I think that he can get a sneaky submission, but I think Henry will be able to keep this fight on the feet, have the crazy good output, and win by decision. So the pick is going to be low medium confidence in Henry, low medium confidence in this fight going decision. Next fight up, Ariane Lipski versus Jasmine Jasudavicius. I think that Jasmine, she should be able to get the takedowns in this fight. She's really aggressive and smothering. She likes grinding on her opponents, and she always pushes the pace. I think that Lipski, she is tough. I don't say she can be broken, but she has been finished and chinned before. She's a tough outing for anybody, and I'd say she's been turning around her career. She's been looking pretty good. She's been throwing heat on the feet, but I'd say Jasmine Jasudavicius is going to be too much on the ground. I think the takedowns are going to be landed. Jasmine can take a hard onslaught as well, and she'll find the success on the takedowns, land good ground and pound, and win by decision. So the pick is going to be Jasmine Jasudavicius. Low medium confidence in the pick, low medium confidence in this fight going decision. Next fight up, Aiemann Zahabi versus Pedro Munhoz. Pedro Munhoz, he's faced the top guys. I think that it's a bit disrespect that Zahabi is even the favorite in this fight. I feel like Munhoz, he's faced everybody in the division. He's faced the top guys. He's beaten good guys like Rob Font. He's won against all the prospects. Zahabi, he just doesn't have the output, and I don't really see how people are liking him in this matchup. Munhoz is proven. He's still in it. He's dangerous. He has power. He's good on the ground. I feel like he struggles with people that have good output, and Zahabi just doesn't bring the output. He kind of looks for his shot, moves around like a crab. tries to land that powerful shot that he definitely has knockout power, but I'd say he won't be able to find it on Munhoz. Munhoz will be able to leg kick him up. I think that this fight will go to decision. Low-medium confidence in this fight going decision, and medium confidence in Pedro Munhoz. Next fight up, the main card opener, Mike Malott versus Trevin Giles. I feel like Giles, he's being a little bit underrated in this matchup. I think the odds might be a little bit wide, but Mike Malott also, the odds might be kind of low for him just because he lost against Neil Magny recently. Kind of maybe gassed out, was winning that fight, gassed out, got finished. Giles, he is tough. He was looking pretty good against Prates. He's a former 185er. He's a good all-arounder, and he's faced good prospects, so I don't think that Malott is going to be something that he's never seen before. But Malott, he is dangerous. He looks for takedowns, and he definitely is a finisher. So the pick is going to be Mike Malott to get the takedowns. I think that he'll be able to land some good ground and pound and just be able to control Giles in a close fight. I'm picking Mike Malott. Low confidence in the pick, low confidence in this fight going decision. Next fight up, Marc-Andre Barriault versus Dustin Stoltzfus. I feel like Barriault is going to be too much for Stoltzfus. Barriault, he's a brawler who's tough. He can take a lot of onslaught, and he sets a high pace and has good output. I feel like he's going to smother Stoltzfus in this matchup. Stoltzfus likes picking his shots, and I think that Barriault, the forward pressure and then just the output that he's going to be bringing is going to make Stoltzfus a little bit overwhelmed. Stoltzfus likes getting takedowns, and I feel like he has to get takedowns in this fight to find success. And he has a decent ground game, so he can definitely find something, but I feel like Barriault is going to be too much. The pace is going to be too much. The output's too much. So pick is going to be Barriault. Low-medium confidence in the pick. Low confidence in this fight going decision. Next fight up, Cal Machado versus Brenson Ribeiro. Honestly, I don't really see the love from Machado. Machado, his only good thing I feel like is that he can go to the distance, and he's never been finished. I'd say he is moving down from heavyweight to light heavyweight, which could be a bunch of question marks on whether he's in shape or he's just going to only be able to give one round and he's too depleted to keep going on. Ribeiro, he is fast, he's dangerous, all wins by finish. He has takedowns. I feel like since he is a 205er, he will be able to be a lot faster than Machado in this matchup. And I think on the feet, on the ground, it should be Ribeiro's way. Even though Ribeiro is a bit chinny, he is untrustable. I feel like he should be the pick in this matchup, and he should be the favorite, I'd say, because Machado hasn't really done anything in the UFC. He's 0-2. He hasn't really looked that good outside the UFC. So the pick is going to be Ribeiro. Low confidence in the pick, low confidence in this fight going decision. Next fight up, Derek Lewis versus Jonathan Deniz. Deniz is definitely going to be the more technical striker in this matchup. He picks his shots and he has decent power. I'd say he gets cracked a little bit too much for my liking, and I think that if Lewis connects with anybody, he is able to knock him out because he has one-punch power. He's a powerhouse that's really strong. I think that he will be able to land the shot on Deniz because he gets hit too much. So the pick is going to be the Black Beast. Low confidence in the pick, medium-high confidence in this fight going finish, and I think that Lewis is going to knock him out in the first round. Next fight up, the co-main event, Rose Namajunas versus Aaron Blanchfield. Namajunas is the way more technical striker in this matchup, and Blanchfield recently just fought a technical striker in Manon Farrow. Couldn't get the takedowns and got pieced up on the feet. I think that she has a really nice smothering and aggressive style, but if she's not able to get the takedowns on the feet, she's not crazy good. Namajunas has some top-tier footwork. She's really hard to hit, and she makes her opponents miss at a really high rate. I think that she'll just be able to circle around the cage, piece her up, make her think that she's there when she's not. Avoid the takedowns. I think that Rose Namajunas has got some really good takedown defense. She's really hard to hold down, and she has submissions of her own, so definitely on the ground it isn't some landslide for Blanchfield. Blanchfield will be looking for the takedowns, but I feel like Namajunas will just be able to avoid everything, piece her up in a comfortable decision, so the pick is going to be Namajunas. Medium confidence in the pick, medium confidence in this fight going decision. Next fight up, the main event, Brandon Moreno versus Amir Albazi. Moreno, he's an ex-champ who's got really fast hands and he's dangerous on the ground. He has great output. I'd say the one thing is he has been maybe slumping a little bit, but 2 losses against top-tier guys. He's been facing top-tier guys the majority of his career, and losing by split decision ain't no bad feat against Brendan Royval and Pantoja, the champ. He's been facing championship-level guys. Amir Albazi's just coming off surgery. We don't know where he's going to be at. He's definitely going to be hungry, but we don't know where he's at physically. I think that in his last fight, he did have some cardio problems, and I think that Moreno puts a really good pace. Amir Albazi, he could have arguably lost his last fight. I think it was a really close fight. He definitely was fading in the 4th and 5th round against Kai Kara-France, and I feel like Moreno, he's got that championship level IQ, and I think he still has it. I think Albazi is a step down from the people he's been fighting, so the pick is going to be Moreno. Medium confidence in the pick, low medium confidence in this fight going decision. That's going to be my quick picks breakdown on Moreno versus Albazi. Thanks for watching.